You know what I'm saying?
We got
what up, world?
We got everything.
What up, baby?
We got everything but the 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Oh
Hey yo,
God.
That's how we starting off the episode.
That's diabolical right there.
Hold on, listen.
Diabolical.
That's how we starting things off.
Steve, now you keep it at 2.
Then we gonna go to number 2. Okay, go to 2. Go to 2. Son, I'm loving the numbers, son.
What in the entire fuck is going on?
Yo.
Hold the fuck up.
Listen, the year started off with Cat telling us, yo, you just gotta tell him no.
Cat told us. He warned us.
What was
They canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
that in January?
Yeah.
So everybody knew since January that there was gonna be a storm of brewing, son. Yo, here we are.
He was ahead of the game, though. He was just like, guys, brace yourselves.
Listen, you can't say
He
those
was
type-
the most outspoken because I'm telling you, there were other people. Like, if you ever watch videos of people talking about him, they'll say it, but they won't say it. They'll be like, they'll bring him up and they'll be like, yo, let's talk about something else. Because, like, they won't say too much.
What I'm gonna need her to do is find a different terminology because with everything they put in that report, you can't say ahead of the game. we gonna say something different.
I'll give you that one today, son. I hate this guy.
The diddler.
The Diddler, yes.
The diddler on the roof. That man is wildin'.
Bruh.
Yo, did you
Bruh.
read that shit?
Son, when I tell you I saw it, and the first thing I seen in one of the screen grabs.
Did you hear the drop?
Yes, of course I did. The first time I saw like the headline, I'm gonna tell you right now, it wasn't the narcotics that made me go, wink. You know that little nah, it was the 1,000 things of baby oil. Cause I'm like, yo, bruh, what person needs that much baby oil?
Johnson & Johnson must be very upset right now that he's behind bars because that was like
That
their
was their
number one.
Listen,
Stock about to go down and everything. Yo, if you got Johnson & Johnson stock, yo, it's probably gonna start dipping down a little bit.
truth be told,
After this.
I kind of hope Johnson & Johnson stock go down because then Woody Johnson, bum ass, will sell the Jets. If y'all didn't know, the guy who owns Johnson & Johnson owns the Jets.
Yo, but y'all won. You gotta be happy.
Listen, the team is okay.
Yeah.
The owner sucks. Yeah. And we could be okay with that. Like, ever since he bought the team, like, he's trash.
Yeah, agreed.
Anyway.
Because we started off very abruptly because
I've never
you had
seen-
some shit to get off your chest.
Listen, I've just never seen the word freak in a court document so many times.
For real.
Freak fest.
Yes.
Yo,
Freak
son,
Those freak offs.
Freak
were
offs.
going
that's what it was.
wild.
The freak
Bro.
offs.
He was slipping and sliding through
Nice,
that bitch.
Yo,
Time out. Flag on the play.
that's what the baby oil was for, son. They wasn't putting water on the slip and slide. It was shh.
Yeah.
Oh
Then they
my
get up
God.
and do their music videos and everything.
Bruh.
So that, I'm telling you,
Yo.
House of Diddy gonna be coming out. Just wait for it,
Diddy,
son.
what the fuck, bro? Like, and it's
That's some crazy shit.
yo, but get back to like a serious note. It's kind of crazy that because I know last time you was here we spoke on conspiracies.
Yes.
Oh, hold on.
But I was about to say, you
before we
didn't
get
even
into everything else,
because you started off so
that.
abruptly.
Nah, we had to
should
get
have
that
just
shit
let
off.
me go after baby. You should have just let me go, son.
baby oil. We had to get that shit off, but we do have a guest today.
Yes.
Back for the second time.
Yes.
We're gonna let our guest introduce
Clap it up,
herself.
clap it up, clap it up.
Hey gang, everybody watching. My name is Ariel Andrade. This is my second time on the show. And I'm super excited to get into this Diddy conversation. We were already talking about this before, so I mean, let's just jump right into that. Let's just get into that.
To be on a serious note, because I know last time you was here, we spoke about conspiracies. And I don't feel like this is a conspiracy because it's just what happened. Like, the same thing happened with Bill Cosby. Bill tried to buy NBC. He would have been the outright owner of the entire NBC organization. So that's Comcast, NBC Sports, Channel
Peacock
Channel 4,
now.
Peacock. That all would have been his. As soon as he was like, all right, we're going to put pen to paper. No, you were raping people. Like, and not to laugh about it because it's not funny, but They sat on that.
The way you said it, though.
They sat on that for almost 40 years before they tried to go after him for it.
Wow. Yeah.
That's
true.
crazy.
Yeah, but
Like-
think about it. It's like if I got this in my back pocket and I know at any point in time I could use it, I'm gonna really wait for a time
But that's
where I
fucked
can use
up.
it. It is.
They got
but
that
think
Uno
about,
reverse card
Yeah.
just
But
waiting
But that's why
on
you
it.
got to think about the way some of these people get. Like, you got to think about who's involved with all this. This is not no regular just like corporation. There's someone who's in top of all of that too, who's like, nah, because that's gonna change the narrative.
Yeah.
If he does that, yo, imagine what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
And it was, like you said, it was NBC, it would have been Comcast and all those others. Then you could have bought CBS. They got Paramount, and they saw the trickle down effect, and they were like, yo, if this one do it, they all going to try to do it, and we can't have that. So yeah, that back pocket, that Uno reverse that you got, yo, throw that out there.
And I'm not
throw
saying
that out there.
I'm not saying it in the sense that it's okay what he was doing because it's clearly fucked up. But my thing was, it was normalized for the time frame that he was doing it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like there's literally an interview he's on with Larry King, and they're both laughing about it. And this is from like the mid '90s, where they're like, "Yeah, remember that Spanish fly we used to have?" And they all used to use this shit.
crowd laughing with him.
Yeah, like,
oh, this is hilarious.
But
yeah,
like
Exactly.
so with Diddy, and I know Dante and I in our group chat was talking about it earlier because he tried to get out of his contract with Ciroc, correct?
Yeah, yep.
If I'm not mistaken, he tried to take it over fully, and they said no.
He tried to. What happened was he tried to outright say, "This is mine."
Yeah.
They said, "Nah."
And then
He was
it
like,
was
"I'm gonna try to sue y'all." Then
And he won.
And after that, that's when everything
Everything
happened.
just
That-
exploded.
And that's when all these allegations come out. Because like you said, they've been sitting on all these
Yeah.
things. You mean to tell me the hotel with him and Cassie?
hotel
You didn't
footage.
mean to tell me the
That's been
hotel
there for a
didn't
while.
have that footage, or
Bro,
nobody had
and
that
that-
footage
That's been there for
nowhere?
a
People
while.
forget that video's from 2016. That video's
Right?
old.
And they
It's
just found
old.
it.
Yeah.
They just found
It
this
just
video.
so happened to just slip into the hands of somebody who was just gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna put this out."
I think they fueled it. Like they went. It's conspiracy, whatever. I think they went to Cassie like, "Yo, we'll back you up."
Yeah.
And
Right.
again,
Absolutely.
we're not. No one here is condoning what the hell happened or what he's into. Yo, I know they say behind closed doors, and everybody makes fun of it. But like, yo, the serious thing about this is they're making an example out of Diddy.
Absolutely.
And
They are
I'm not
making an example
condoning
out
none of that
Diddy.
behavior. That bullshit is his bullshit.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the underlying thing, like the thing that you can't not pay attention to. You got to see what they do when it happens. Because like we said, the timeline adds up. We getting into things that may or may not. We don't have the proof. I don't have the documents, but I'm smart enough. We're smart enough to see, yo, the timeline really is starting to add up. And if he's been doing this for all these
This
years,
time, right?
why is it now such a big problem?
And the crazy part, you was gonna say
No,
something. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say like things have been happening when it comes to Diddy since the early '90s.
Facts.
So it's just like we're in 2024, and you guys mean to tell me you didn't know that he was up to all of this stuff?
I feel like they like you're not about to retire happy.
The way people interacted whenever there was like some sort of interview, how they started fidgeting, people getting uncomfortable in their seats, dodging questions. It's suspicious.
Listen,
it's super suspicious.
And I'm
Power is
telling
a
you, he
crazy
made them
thing.
sign NDAs.
Listen.
You already know he made some of these
With all
people
that
sign
baby oil,
NDAs. Come on,
definitely
come on now.
We wasn't having sex. It was a slip and slide party. Nah, but
We was tanning. What are y'all talking about? It was a tanning party.
Nigga, you are, listen, not to be funny. I fucking hate baby oil on my skin.
Yo.
That greasy feeling, I would have been so
You
mad.
know what it
bro.
is? It's because I don't know about y'all, but when you put baby oil on and you sweat,
Yo.
it makes you feel
Oh my
like,
God.
yo, it's too much. Even if you put just a little bit on, it's the mixture. So it's like you gotta blend something with it to make sure. Because I like the sheen. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like the feeling of when it's like hot and sweaty, and then I don't. That's when I don't like it.
Listen, when
That's
I
why
read
don't
that
like it.
report and I saw that baby oil, all I could think was about it being on me, and I was like, I would have left. I'm like, nah, no, thank you. But what I was going to say is,
Come on, Sean, I got some oil, bro. Like,
Nah, we
you
good.
ain't we got the slip and slide in the back.
if you got some fucking
Yo, Meek and them is out there. You want to go slip and slide with
French
some?
Montana
You know
waiting
what I'm
for
saying?
you.
Cocoa butter. I consider. But nah, fucking when people get scared when people are in positions of power like that, like the thing is, you know, everybody always say the guy or the woman with money can get you touched. So knowing that Diddy has much money he had, I think people just naturally were like, yo, this is shit we gotta shut up about. But sparked by the Me Too movement and then everything that's been transpiring for the last 6 or 7 years, it was bound to happen. I said this on a few episodes ago. The shit that pissed me off with Diddy is that, yeah, what he's been doing for decades is fucked up, but he could have got ahead of it. Mm-hmm. He could have got it. When he saw everybody starting to get attacked, that could have been his time to start reaching out like, yo, I'm sorry. And he tried it a little bit. Mm-hmm. He gave Danity Kane their fucking publishing back. Mm-hmm. He tried to get our, what's his name? Aubrey,
yeah. She was one of those.
Shut up. Not Drake. But yeah, she was in Danity Kane. Yeah, he was
Dawn just came out with a lawsuit against him. Though.
All this shit is blended together. So
and
it's
Aubrey,
like,
she's been since day one. She's been telling people how Diddy is.
But nobody was listening.
And when he offered her rights back, she straight up said no.
Yeah.
So it's like she had her truth to stand on. She was just waiting for the right moment. She posted something earlier like, yo, I've been telling y'all this shit was going to happen. I'm happy as it's actually being seen what the fuck is going on. And I'm like, yo, why did it take for that Cassie video to come out for you to start realizing like, yo, you've been fucking up for years.
Yeah.
If you got the money, start paying people off. Shut up. Yep. I'm sorry. Here.
My bad.
Take this.
Take this $100
Take that. Take that.
Once again, hey, that's 3 strikes. Listen, the baby oil and the fucking. We can't say take that no more.
Nope.
Get in the head of things.
Good question for you. Yo, stop with the get ahead, son. Because you was talking about sitting on it, but I didn't say nothing. But we gonna leave that alone. Because anyone watching this, just replay it back a couple seconds and you'll hear him say it. I don't know when he said it, but I know he said it. He know he said it.
I said they were sitting on the charges.
Yeah. Wow.
Yo, oh my
God. What I was
God.
gonna say is, good question is, how do y'all feel about his music now though? Because like he's basically on every song.
Yeah, he was always like
he's on every single song, and they said
really
R. Kelly, yo, we not stepping in the name of love no more. Yeah. So like, how y'all feel about?
I mean, it's a little heartbreaking. I grew up with that music, so to now know that things like that were happening behind the scenes, and this person that I had an image of is completely different than when I expected, like. And then you got Usher in the mix and Neo, and those were like my favorite R&B artists. Mm-hmm. And then to hear like that Neo and Usher were just sitting at a table watching Cassie get punched and not reacting. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. That sounds like something Neo would do. Just the way he been moving lately, with like just the way he is right now. That sounds like something he would do. Usher though, I mean, but then again, when you separate the art from the person, it's like. I don't know these people.
That's true.
I don't know them.
You gotta understand.
Their music is dope. Like they put off like you said, a good character. It's like I like that character, but like this is who Diddy is. This is Sean Combs.
Mm-hmm.
That's his name though, right?
Yeah, no.
But yours is not with S.E.
I don't care. It's pronounced Sean, right?
Yeah.
We're not gonna call him.
Damn, son. So we just gonna stick to Diddy?
The Seans have disowned him.
We'll just stick to the
But yours starts with
Diddler.
Ale.
No, Ale
Sean. You be out there in Springfield, son?
Wow.
Sean?
Wow.
We gonna get into some more conspiracies. We gonna get into some more conspiracies, right?
Yo, this episode
we
is
gonna
over.
get into some more conspiracies, right? Because I got some conspiracies about good old Agent Orange, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on.
But
you know what I'm saying?
My response to your question is, because I spoke on this couple episodes about R. Kelly, and it fucking sucks that once again we're in this position to where we have to feel guilty because these fucking assholes want to be stupid and do all this crazy shit. And it's people say, oh, just separate the art from the artist. It's hard to do that.
Absolutely.
It's like, especially with R. Kelly's situation, because like I said before, you could probably been saying some shit thinking the complete right things about it, but then he could have just been like on some bullshit, and now you're sitting there like, was he talking about this little ass girl? My mind's telling me no.
Yeah,
like,
but my body.
Now when you hear take that, it sounds wild now.
If Satisfy You comes on the radio, my car might blow up.
Yo,
you don't understand. Oh my God! Get out the car, bruh. Oh no, bro. Like,
oh no.
But then it makes you think about like, yo, think about how many other artists, right? We'll just keep it in the realm of art, of like music, because I'm sure like there's a bunch of other people who got some shit going on. But like, if you think about some lyrics and stuff, because I was literally listening to Teddy Pendergrass a little bit earlier.
Okay.
You know the song
Take him off!
Yeah, whoa, wow. Wasn't gonna go there. I was gonna say,
turn off the
do you know? No, not that one. Where he says, "Come on and roll with me."
Yeah. Come on over.
Listen to the end of that song. Yo, she doesn't want to go home with you. Like, yo, he's literally like, no, but my couch is over there. And she's like, no, I hear what you're saying, but like, I'm going to go home with my friends. He's like, but you sure look good. You sure look good to me. I'm like, yo, bruh, she doesn't want to go.
She said no.
But yo, these are the songs that people was bumping. And for all we know, Teddy P was on that Spanish Fly shit.
Yeah.
Yo, and again, separating the person from the art. That song, if you're playing it with someone you love, it's different because they don't want to go nowhere. So it's like, oh, this is a sexy song, blah.
Yeah.
But yo, imagine you talking to a woman and she wants
She's
to
like,
leave.
no.
And you're like, nah, you can roll with me. Come on over to my place. She's like, nah, my friends are outside. He's like, I don't care about that. You can roll with me. You're looking good. That's what, take the music off of it. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And this is what's happening now.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, yo, this is probably always been going on, but this has always been like a back pocket thing.
Suspicious.
I don't need to use it on it's Teddy Pendergrass. Like he's not trying to buy up NBC. But yo, you think Bill was alone? Epstein Island was something that just like popped up out of nowhere. I'm just saying there's other people who are probably more than likely involved.
Yeah.
Oh, of sure.
And they have, like you said,
course.
an agenda, something
Yeah.
they're trying to accomplish. And there's certain people that they're not, nah, you can't do that. We'll let you do this. But you're getting a little too big for your britches right now.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Usher because you guys brought up Usher and Neo. Diddy was kind of like Usher's guardian.
Mentor and stuff.
Like Usher, people forget Usher was like fucking 12 when he got into
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, he went to Diddy's. It was called something like Diddy's Fun Camp or something like that.
I hope it wasn't called that.
It was no. I think it
Let me
was
tell you
actually
how I hope it
worse
wasn't
than
called
that.
that.
It was actually worse than that.
Because then I got a question
And-
for the parents or the guardians of Usher. Because if it's Diddy's Fun Camp, why are you letting him go there?
Yeah, no, it was something similar to that. It was like Diddy's something camp, and it's just like, and it was just for younger kids. And
Was
it's
it called Diddy's Fun
no, it was something close to that. I think it was actually worse than that. I don't know. I had to look it up
I
later.
don't think anything
But it
you-
was messed up.
You
It
know
was
what
messed
though?
up.
I guess it wouldn't sound so bad if you didn't know all these other things.
It was sponsored
Because
by Johnson & Johnson. Oh my God.
Crisco oil, you know, he started somewhere. It
Bruh.
he didn't start with Johnson & Johnson because remember he had to come up. So he
Yeah.
started with the lower tier stuff, got the Crisco oil, and that's how he get excited. And then he moves up to the
was
baby
like,
oil,
oh, okay.
Johnson &
Yeah.
Johnson.
Tupac is in Cuba somewhere laughing his ass off right now.
I hope
Like,
so.
Bruh, like this shit is wild. Like that, like I hate to bring this up too, because this is conspiracy. Because a lot of people felt like Diddy had something to do with Biggie dying.
Yeah, I think
And-
so too.
And people forget that there was, when Junior Mafia started to blow up, Biggie was starting to branch away from Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So a lot of people felt like Diddy set him up because he knew that revenue stream was going to be gone.
Yep.
And the shit he was doing to artists after Biggie, he knew Biggie wouldn't have stood for that.
Yep. Exactly.
So that's why a lot of people feel like, bruh. And think about it, the dude who they think killed Biggie, he's been on record saying multiple times, Diddy paid me.
Yeah, there was talk like, oh, Diddy mentioned that he wanted Tupac and he wanted Biggie gone. He didn't care who had to die. And then like apparently the night of Biggie's death, Clive Davis, that's that old guy, right?
Yeah.
He was going to fly Biggie to London. But Puff was like, nah, he's coming to this party with me.
Yo.
If you want, you go. And there was no saying no to this party invitation that Puff wanted Biggie to be at. And then at the end of the night,
And that was when
that's when he
happened.
got
If it ever
when he
comes
got
out,
shot.
Damn.
I promise you, if it ever comes out that Diddy had something to do with Biggie dying, they're gonna get him wherever he's at.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And even Biggie's mother
Yeah.
has come out and said, oh, they weren't friends like y'all think they were. Like, they weren't best of friends like you guys think.
Don't watch that Notorious movie and think that was like the biography of how it really went down.
No.
Because a lot of them came out and was like, yo, that shit wasn't realistic. Some certain parts, yeah. I'm pretty sure Biggie wasn't doing that shit to Faith.
I feel like I should intervene on this part. Because you can't make me believe that Notorious movie after Anthony, what's his name? Anthony
Mackie
just comes out and say, "Hey, I'm Tupac."
Hey, I'm Tupac.
Yo, Pop, Big, can I get you to say a couple words for the camera?
Man, fuck your camera. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Come on. Hey, yo, check it out, motherfucker. I'm Tupac.
I can't believe this movie, bro.
I'm sure not in any realm did Tupac ever walk anywhere and say, "Hey, I'm Tupac."
Y'all got it twisted. That
Like,
was
we
in
need to
a
be
different
informed who he
multiverse.
is.
That was in a different multiverse. That was a different Tupac.
It's a different
This is just
Tupac.
another version of Falcon, though.
He spelled it TEWPAC.
That's-
Tupac.
Tupac, he's from Baltimore.
Marv's gonna love me for this. This is the version of Tupac that took so many L's in the form of Anthony Mackie.
That's Papa Doc right there, bro.
I was about to say, and then he got cooked in 8 Mile. Damn, yo, talking about it, Anthony Mackie really ain't get like, I won't say nothing, but like his most prominent shit now is Falcon or Captain America now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
But
an
it's
L
like-
in that too.
Huh?
He's gonna take an L in that too.
Whoa. Let's get into that because we were gonna bring it up.
I'm saying.
You think
take an
the
L on
new
that,
Captain
too.
America movie gonna be bad, Steve?
I think so.
Oh my god.
Captain
can't
America's
top-
my last little bit of hope in terms of Marvel
Ho, ho,
movies.
so
Can't
did you-
stop the Chris Evans friggin' Captain America.
Did you like the Falcon and Winter Soldier?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't
Okay.
like it.
I thought that show was really good.
I thought it was good too.
It wasn't that good.
I don't know what y'all talking
He's
about.
like,
It wasn't that good.
it wasn't. I wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
It's like your opinion doesn't matter. But nah, fucking the first movie I saw Anthony Mackie in was a movie that Spike Lee directed called She Hates Me.
I don't know if I saw that.
Yeah.
I'll give a brief synopsis. He's the movie starts off with him. It's Kerry Washington in the movie. He's married to Kerry Washington. The movie starts off with him walking home from work, about to surprise her with roses, and she's
Oh,
cheating
don't
on
tell
him.
me. Oh.
Damn.
But she's cheating on him with a woman.
Ooh, double homicide.
So basically, the movie. But I like how they filmed it. So it didn't happen in sequence. It's just one of those movies that jump back and forth. But you can keep along with it. And then in the subplot is that at his job there's a conspiracy going on. Everything right.
Okay.
There's a conspiracy going on at his job, and one of the doctors kills themselves before everything got leaked out. But the doctor killed himself so the shit could get leaked out. And then somehow the conspiracy at work ended up falling in line with him going to prison because his ex-girlfriend, Kerry Washington, ends up with a woman, but they can't conceive a child, so they use him as a donor.
Oh my
But
gosh.
she wants to do it the natural way. So
Lord.
since she gets pregnant so fast, what he starts doing is knocking up all their lesbian friends. So he ends up with like 50 kids. And then he goes to court because it's illegal as hell to do that. So he goes to court, and then somehow the shit that happened at work gets involved, and then they bring up Watergate.
Oh
What
my
the-
God! Wow, that took a turn.
This sounds like a M. Night Shyamalan movie, not a Spike Lee
Listen.
movie. Like, this sounds crazy.
Fully transparent.
I need to watch this.
This
I
movie
need
came
to
out in
see
04. We were 14. I was watching these
Okay.
movies for all the wrong reasons.
this.
Clearly.
Clearly, yeah.
I figured when you said what was happening in this
Yeah.
movie, I'm sure they didn't just talk about conceiving. I'm sure there was a scene
You
or
remember
two.
the Fat Albert movie?
Yeah.
Remember the Spanish girl he had a crush on in Fat Albert?
She was in
Yeah.
that.
She's the girlfriend in that
He
movie.
was like, oh,
So I'm like,
I'm
okay,
watching that.
I'm watching this.
Okay.
Watching this. And then,
Definitely watching that one.
but that was the first movie I saw, man. But that movie came out 2 years after 8 Mile, and I didn't
Okay.
see 8 Mile when it first came out.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, this is weird.
You don't say.
And then he popped up as Tupac.
Oh my God!
Hey, what's up? I'm Tupac.
It's like, oh, that's who you are. Thought you were Brian McKnight. I thought that's who you were supposed to be, sir. Like, what are we doing?
Then he came on the stage looking like Tyrese. Get the fuck out of here.
He's like, no, but I got my nose pierced, so I'm Tupac. Like, it's like, oh, okay.
The casting director of that movie did not give a fuck.
No, they didn't.
The only person they casted right was Biggie.
That's literally it.
No one mirrored any of the people they played.
Everybody else was like, yo, we just need a body to fill this role, and you look kind of like the person.
Lil' Kim
so
did not look like Lil' Kim. Fucking Faith Evans was just some random light-skinned girl.
No locks.
What the fuck? No Craig Mack. Like, what the fuck?
None.
None of them is in
They
there.
talk about him.
I know Lil Caesar was short,
And that's it.
but Lil Caesar was not that fucking short.
Yo.
The dude they had to play Lil Caesar was like 5'2".
Yo, he literally was.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
I think that was Young 50, right?
Yeah.
What happened, Steve?
Like, Rob wasn't even in there, bro.
Yo.
Son, they had an opportunity to make something great, and they just said, you know what? This is Biggie's movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We're not going to worry about nothing
else.
The name itself is going to carry everybody.
We're just gonna focus on him.
Bro, oh my goodness.
Yo, terrible.
Listen, I was so mad about the Biggie movie. I was scared to watch the Tupac movie. Now, because the guy that got to play Tupac in the movie, his movie, looked just like fucking Tupac. I don't know if he can act and have Tupac mannerisms and shit, but I ain't watch it.
As long as he said, don't say I'm Tupac.
Yeah.
I'm sure
hey, yo,
we'll
what's
be
up?
fine.
I'm Tupac. Listen.
He's got that part right, so he's good.
But Steve brought something up, and I wanted to get into that because we spoke about that too. Because he doesn't think that the new Captain America movie is going to be good.
Okay.
That's the.
You gonna debunk that idea?
I was about to say that's the conspiracy that Captain America not going to be a good movie.
We offer conspiracies.
Oh, okay. Because I had one.
Oh, you want to get?
I got into one.
Right,
it's
so
going to be
bring
one
it
that
back. Go ahead.
We'll get into Captain America because honestly, I want to hear Steve's points honestly because I think it's going to be great. But we'll get into that. My conspiracy is all right. I'm gonna give a disclaimer. I don't know if I have to, but I will just in case. This is about a potential person, and y'all will know who it is. This is not a real event, and I won't use words that could possibly get us in trouble. But I find it very odd that when someone has lost an event of some kind, that they claimed that someone tried to unalive them. And it's happened more than once. If I had to give a person, I'd call him Donald Duck. And let's say Donald Duck was running for president. And and he was, last time around in the polls, he was losing. Mm-hmm. So someone tried to unalive him.
Yeah.
And this person got on a roof in front of multiple security guards. But we won't get into that because then the same person who is getting cooked online for losing a debate very expeditiously, because if y'all didn't see that debate, it was comical. It was hilarious. So he's getting cooked. And then all of a sudden, as he's golfing, this is Donald Duck, by the way, as he's golfing.
Who's that, Elmer?
Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd thought it was duck season instead of wabbit season, and he tried to unalive him. It just, for me, feels very convenient.
Yeah.
That someone tried to unalive you both times you were losing something to kind of get some notoriety, kind of get some backing, if you will.
Yeah.
It
is very suspicious.
And again, I don't know if it's true, but I think I'm talking to it. I feel like these are intelligent people that I'm speaking with here,
I want Ariel to answer. Because
do y'all think that I'm going crazy that Donald Duck is part of a conspiracy in the sense of, like, I guess where I'm going with this is using that to kind of drive his votes?
I think that definitely could play a part in it and help him with whatever agenda he's trying to go for, because it's very unlikely that your Secret Service sucks that much
that it happens twice.
Bro,
they worse than the weatherman.
The report that came out for the second one was they shot near him. Like, it wasn't even at him. And I was reading it like, the fuck does that mean? Was they shooting?
Somebody just like
they shoot in the air? The fuck? They didn't even shoot at the guy. They just locked his ass up. Like,
and then this person, go ahead. My bad.
No, I'm just. That's what
listen.
That's what I thought. I just think it's a little suspicious when it comes to thinking about that and seeing that it happened twice. It's like, bro, like you need better security, or you need to just stay home, because if that's what's going on, I honestly, I don't think that it would happen twice. Even the first time, I was a little, I was doubtful of the occurrence. I was just like, people are telling cops there's a guy on the roof. Police is there. Police is like right there, and it's just like, how do you?
Got it shut off.
And the way the guy was laying on the roof, he was positioned upwards. So how is he shooting at the president?
Did you see the video of the person who knew him saying, "Hey, get off the roof"? Listen, I as you guys were sitting here talking, and this is literally a fresh thought. It's wild because what Donald Duck gets killed for often is that he brings up a lot of conspiracies that there's no proof to any of them.
Yeah, validation.
But what's happening with him, especially in these last 2 assassination attempts,
Unalive attempts.
Unalive attempts. What we're doing here is basically speaking on conspiracy because we can't prove it.
Yeah.
So in a sense, I feel like, and this is conspiracy in itself, what I'm about to say, he's setting this shit up to make us like them. Yeah. Like, because now we're fueling into like, oh, no way that shit happened twice. Like, are you fucking kidding? Yo, I promise you, when I read the second report, I was mad because it popped up while I was watching the Jets game. And then
literally during the commercial break, I saw it too.
But that shit came on while the game was on. I thought they was going to stop the game. I was like, you better not turn this fucking game off. But I'm looking,
gotcha, bitch.
I'm looking at the ticket taper and I'm like, no way they tried to shoot this man again. And then to hear the reports that both shooters end up being former Trump supporters. Excuse me, Donald Duck supporters. What's it?
The jig's up. Get your shit, Pookie. The jig's up.
We gonna burn this motherfucker down. Nah, but to hear why you do that? But to hear that both shooters were former Trump supporters is like, what's the likelihood of that happening? And then it's just so much. Dante tells me all the time to start arguing with people online. Like
he never listens.
No, I promise you, I'm chilling.
He's been listening a lot more.
I promise you, I'm chilling.
It's just I'm looking out for your blood pressure. Yeah. That's all.
But no, I've learned that as upset as I get with people when I do argue with them, it actually makes me feel a little bit better that I'm getting it off my chest.
Oh, okay.
Because like that yelling that you were doing. You're like, I feel good now.
I feel better.
We can get to work.
Listen,
all right, let's really get to work now, guys.
That's why those scream rooms make a lot of money.
They
bro.
do.
Like, listen, you got
the glass breaking rooms.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
They should have those in every office.
Yeah.
Like every office should have a room where you could just break shit.
Seriously.
Yes.
And then go right back to work. Because after a while, it's like, yo, you know what? I wasn't even mad about nothing. I just bashed up this vase over here. Now I'm good. I'm gonna go back to work. I'm chilling. Great. I'm good.
But like, but it's like, we're at a crazy time in history right now. And I feel like in 40, 50 years, when people look back on this time frame, they're going to be like, yo, what the fuck was wrong with y'all?
Seriously. And here's why I think, for me, it's an overall conspiracy. J.D. Vance goes out and publicly says, yeah, y'all, I was lying about that Springfield shit. I did it just to kind of gain some support. Gain some notoriety. He came out and said, I lied.
I've been arguing with people we went to school with.
So he came out and said, not my bad, not I misspoke. I lied. And I'm supposed to believe that nobody else is involved in nothing else going on.
But you have to understand that they're not doing this shit in the sense of like trying to bring light to something.
No.
They're doing this shit because they know the people that back them like that shit.
Absolutely.
If they didn't like it, they would say something else.
Yeah.
You know what Joe Rogan did today?
What's that?
Joe Rogan tried to fucking support Kamala Harris today.
Why is that?
Beats the shit out of me.
Because that was his boy.
Like, I feel like he's playing mind games.
You know what I'm saying? That was his boy.
When I heard it, I'm like, huh? Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
You sure about that?
Listen, fucking Listen, we're not.
No words.
We're,
No words.
No words.
we're literally in the upside down right now. Okay.
It feels like it.
Y'all ever seen that movie? Don't Look Up.
Yes.
I think I brought it up on an episode before. Literally,
Yes.
this is that.
Yeah.
When they're literally telling you, yo, we're lying. And they're like, nah, I'm not looking that way.
Yeah.
Like, literally in the movie, they're like, look up. You'll see that we're about to die. Yo, they're lying. They're making this up.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, that's
It's a
literally
hologram.
life. You know what I mean?
Like
That's
I said,
literally our life right now.
I have somebody that we went to school with that the three of us know.
Oh,
Who
gosh.
literally said
I
to
wanna
me,
know now.
Nah.
We'll say it off camera.
I tell you
don't
off
worry.
camera. But when that report came out that, the Haitian immigrants in Ohio were eating pets, this person jumped online and literally was like, yeah, they do eat pets. I'm like, who you know that eating fucking pets?
Emotional
Yo, like, don't get it twisted. I have heard stories before to where if somebody on TikTok a year ago, we spoke about this on the show.
Yo.
Somebody on TikTok a year ago, their fish died, and they had a flounder.
They ate it.
And they fried it. They fried it afterwards. They filleted the shit out of that fish and ate it. And I was thinking to myself, like, damn, like, you ever eaten flounder? That shit is delicious. Like, I think I would probably
It's
just
fucking
say
delicious.
like, I'm not gonna eat my cat or dog, but I would eat a flounder. That's different. Like, you can't walk a flounder. So, like, what the fuck?
Yo, it's a fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, people eat fish.
Yeah, what the fuck? But to flat out just say, like, yo, yeah, I know some people. Oh,
I need a name drop.
that was
I need a name drop if you know
Yeah.
somebody who
Listen.
does this
Send
actively.
me a video of them eating
Like,
something.
me and this person's still cool. So I'm not gonna put his name out there. But just know when he said it's not who you think it is neither. But when he said the shit,
Interesting.
When he said the shit, it fucked me up because I'm like, bro, there's no way you believe this shit. So then when the reports came out that JD Vance was lying, I'm like, duh. Like fucking duh.
And then there's still people like, I'm still voting for him though. It's like, yeah, see, this is the don't look up
You ever
situation.
see that video
like,
when the Trump supporter says that Obama is the reason for 9/11?
He said that?
and they're like, yeah, absolutely.
They asked him straight up,
Yo.
how do you feel about Trump? And he goes, excuse me, Donald Duck.
Yeah, my boy said his name. The jig's been up, sir. I tried to keep it at Donald Duck, and you just couldn't keep up.
I'm sorry, okay, but they asked him how does he feel about Acme and all the Looney Tunes. And he goes,
The Animaniacs are crazy. That's what he said.
immediately just start talking about the fucking. Immediately just throws it back to fucking Bugs Bunny and them, and it says,
I don't
oh,
trust them. They literally, the acne products, they have them from China. They're literally bringing it into our country.
yo, oh my god.
See, he does a good impression.
Yeah,
of it.
you
that
know,
is- that's
that's
really
why. That's
good.
why Steve's our boy.
Listen, clap it up for Steve's Donald Duck impression. But nah, fucking. So the dude says, like, yo, yeah, that's why you can't trust these Democrats. Because that's why Obama did 9/11. And the guy interviewing him was like, what?
How?
He was like, what year was Obama in office? And the guy says it. He was like, but you think Obama was the reason for 9/11? Yo, like, but my thing is like, as a
See, I get why conspiracies are funny to some people because that one there makes zero sense.
Yeah.
The ones that get on my nerves, this was like, you don't see how there could be some truth.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see how there could be some, like, I'm not saying everything we're saying is factual,
Yeah.
but like, if you think about it, the stars kind of align when you think about some of these things.
Listen,
That's all
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
saying.
no,
That's
yeah,
all I'm saying.
We've had many of conversations about certain things that, like, if I see something, I'll be like, no, it's not that, it's not that. If it makes sense, I can have like a discussion with you about it. But when it veers off to the realm of what the fuck are we talking about? Like, are you fucking kidding me? And then it's like it gets me upset because I'm like, you have the same education I got. Like, what are we doing?
We went to the same school.
And
What are you
even if
doing?
you have an elementary school education, Google exists. So you can always go look it up if you don't know it. It's okay to say, like, you know what? I don't know that. I shouldn't just say stuff. I should fact check it. That's why these are called conspiracies.
But I
Because these
told
are not
you-
facts. I don't have any facts.
Allegedly, all right?
You know?
Let's just say that.
But I do
Allegedly.
have what some would call common sense where you could just look at something and go, Something about this ain't right.
Yeah.
Something about this ain't right. That's all.
Something ain't adding up
You know,
here.
this is
It's a
all
little
it is.
funny.
You
I
know,
told
just
you
a
that.
little
It's
bit.
a little funny.
You know.
I said it to Dante before. Where that comes from, my opinion, it's not fact. I feel like people act on what they originally feel because motherfuckers just naturally don't like being wrong. Especially if you really truly believe something and you're being told like, nah, that's not what happened. You're like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna die on this hill.
I said it happened.
You know what I mean? Yo, and
So that means it happened.
I love when people argue with me about shit because I know what biased media is.
Yeah.
So when I'll say something to somebody and they be like, prove it, and then I'll send them like a fucking BBC link or Al Jazeera link, and then they're looking at me stuck because ain't no bias in that news. Who's lying? I'm not gonna send you a fucking MSNBC link or a fucking Fox News link. I'm gonna send you some shit from outside the country. And now they telling you, dumbass.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Speaking of outside the country, they think this is a circus.
Yeah.
Like this is a literal circus.
It kind of looks that way,
I'm
even
moving
from
Canada.
inside the country.
From inside the tent, it
Even
still looks
from
like, oh no,
inside.
I see the elephants.
Is it
and-
nice in Brazil?
No, our president there is terrible.
Okay.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
He's
There
terrible.
goes that.
It's all right. Well, cross that one off the map. You know, can't go there. All
Automatically,
right.
just cross that one off the list.
All right, that one doesn't go.
Looks like I'm going to Canada.
And then someone in the comments goes like, "Yeah, go to Brazil since you hate it here so much." No one said we hate it. It's just it's a circus. Sometimes.
Speaking of that, fuck that.
What's
Speaking
up?
of that,
Oh my gosh.
they need to make the fact that for black people that the what's the shit that you find your DNA shit and you
Oh, ancestry.
Ancestry?
it's the other one too. What's the other one called?
Damn.
23andMe.
Okay.
We should get that shit for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fuck? I don't know where I'm from.
You from North Carolina?
North Carolina? Oh, that's the country. Fuck. I put my people ain't put themselves here.
I'm gonna pay you money so I can know who I am.
That's it. That sounds crazy.
Where I came
Bro,
from.
what you mean?
That sounds crazy.
The fuck?
Excuse me, sir. I just want to know like my lineage, who I am. Cool. That'll be $50.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's not even 50. You know how much that shit really costs?
How much?
It's like 175.
yeah.
Bro, I
It's
just
in
want to
the
know
hundreds.
and it's not like I don't literally gain anything other than knowledge from this.
Yeah, you just kill your curiosity with
That's
that.
it.
That's it. Like, so you're trying to say because of the exclusivity, like you can find my lineage and I can't do it myself, you're gonna charge that much? Damn.
That's fucked up.
Damn, curiosity is expensive.
Seriously,
Yeah,
like
it
what the
is.
fuck?
Listen, I promise you, I'm leaving, dog. I'm out of here.
I've been thinking about it too, like
Listen.
somewhere like European.
I
thinking
just
maybe
want to be
Spain.
somewhere where I can honestly just like live and be left alone, where I
Yeah.
don't have to worry about like, yo, if I do this one thing, everything else is going to topple over. Or if I don't do this one
Yeah.
thing, everything's going to topple over. Like
Exactly.
if everyone decides I'm not going to vote, I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Someone that we don't want to win is going to win somehow magically. So we can't all do that.
Yeah.
We all got to go out and vote. But it's like, damn, I don't want to have to do between a rock and a hard place every single
Yeah.
4 years. I got to do between a rock and a hard place.
If that person loses this time, it's over for him because.
Well, yeah, but then it'll be another rock and a hard
but-
place because no matter what, bro, no matter what, there will always be the curtain in front of us. There
Understand.
will always be things that we don't know. They will always give us promises and say like, yo, this will happen. I'll do this. And then they get in office and don't do that. If we vote for the right people, yes, it could work, but that takes too much time because, especially in Supreme Court, yo, their expiration date doesn't even exist. Like
that's
they're
what-
mad long.
That's why what they're trying to do now is create a legislator to basically have them have terms like every other office because it's ridiculous. And exactly what Trump did, he filled the court up, knowing that, like, because truth be told, and this is crazy if they do this shit, the Supreme Court could step in if Trump loses and literally say, Trump won. They have that power.
Dog.
So I need everybody to know. I'm happy you already got it on.
Yep, got it on too.
I need everybody to know that if he loses, it's not going to be the end of it. This shit's going to go on for probably another year or two afterwards. Because he's not going to just let it go. That's
You
not
saw
his
January
nature to do that
6th.
shit.
You saw. Oh, excuse me. He didn't incite anything. He told the people to peacefully go out there and voice their opinions.
He told
His
them-
words, not mine.
He told him to go say
he said
hi.
He literally said during the debate, I didn't tell them to do anything other than peacefully protest.
Meanwhile, he's on camera.
Like literally.
Looking in the fucking camera like this.
Gotcha.
Don't let this stand. The fuck?
No, but what I meant was don't let like this stand in your feelings. Okay?
Bruh, oh my God, bro.
That's why I like when it comes to politics, I don't even like half the stuff you guys are saying. I don't even like I haven't heard about it. I don't know about it because at the end of the day, I just feel like it's just there to cause division amongst us in general.
And
like there's always gonna be Democrats, Republicans, all that back and forth, and it's just like we're one. We're the United States of America. How about we start acting united?
And just if we all vote for the same thing that for the common, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But the problem is, like you said, there's too many people like, no, join my side. And then there's so many that it's hard to get them together.
For that is why I tried to, that's the real reason why I try to chill now, because I started to become them, just the opposite feeling of it. Like, I felt like I was so strong in like my hate for this man, Donald Duck. Excuse me, was it Daffy Duck?
It was Donald Duck. I should have went with Daffy Duck, but you know.
My dislike for him was so strong that I found myself seeking it. Before, I would only respond if I saw it. Like if it popped up, I wasn't gonna go search for it.
Then you were like hunting for a comment. You were like, ooh, let me scroll in.
Exactly. And then it got to a point I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna chill. Like, I need to relax. A lot of the Jet fans I talk to,
bro. Like you not about to win, but you can understand what like will benefit or like not benefit you. So I understand the research makes sense. Yeah,
and that's my only issue with it, because like I grew up in politics. My grandmother's a politician. You feel me? So I've always been around politicians. So like, I minored in fucking political science.
Did you really?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
That's why he be always wanting to debate everybody.
But my thing is like, you have to know when to chill. You feel me? And
pick your battles.
Yeah, like
very important.
Like I said, like I remember you posted something once. I remember you posted something once.
I'm nervous now.
I'm not gonna say what I said, but you remember, because I responded to you like, "Hey, this ain't right." Blah blah blah.
And I remember I don't remember exactly what it was that I posted, but you came and you like sent me a link to something, and I was like, oh, and I just automatically took it off my story. I was like, okay.
But it's not right to do that, because like you just said, a lot of people. It's not that they don't care. A lot of people don't really dive into it because they know the rabbit hole that shit could lead to once you start really looking into it.
I like that though. Like, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
but with you was different. We knew each other. We're cool. So I wasn't gonna come at your neck like that.
Like, listen, let me tell you something.
But there was other people who did shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you posting that? Like, but nah. It became an issue, and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing this shit too much. Like, I'm getting too excited about it. I got to move on from it. And I like what you said, because September 11 just passed, and we can be real. I had survivor's guilt from that shit. Like I told you before. Obviously, you never heard the story. I didn't lose anybody on September 11th, but when it happened, I cried for weeks.
Yeah,
couldn't stop. I was young, back.
I mean, it was devastating.
Yeah, but back in that day, especially as a black man, mental health wasn't like really at the forefront of what people spoke about. So it wasn't until I got into my mid-20s where I realized that's what was bothering me. Yeah. I couldn't fathom that all these people died, but I'm here.
Yeah.
So that shit irked me. But if you guys don't remember, after that shit went down, the country was like this.
Everybody had their American flag up on their porch. Yep. Everybody. You look down the street, everybody had a flag.
Yep.
And then I want to say after like 4 months, just got really racist again.
It's all right. Now that that's out of my system, back to what I was saying.
You look like
the original programming.
And I'm like, where the fuck did this go? Like, and that's my biggest issue. And I think that's what drives me into arguing with people online. Like, yo, why? Like, you don't realize that you're saying, oh, we shouldn't be divisive and being so much separated, but the shit you're doing is what's separating us.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say these Haitians are eating pets and then expect these Haitians to be cool with you. Like, how does that make sense?
That doesn't make sense.
Like, as a black man, you can't tell me that, oh, I'm going to take these books out of school that say slavery don't exist, but you're fine. I'm not gonna do anything to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because you know what's funny? I'm reading a fucking book. I'm reading a fantasy novel right now.
With your candle.
Kindle.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
In his Hugh Hefner robe.
Oh, Lord. Don't paint that picture. Look, that's strike 4. But nah, so I'm reading this fantasy novel. I think the author name is Rebecca Yobos, Fourth Wing. It's a trilogy. The third book comes out in January. I'm on the second book right now. That shit is fire.
Okay.
It's a mixture of Harry Potter, Game of Thrones,
I like it
Hunger
already.
Games, and
wow.
Divergent series all in one.
Damn.
That shit is amazing.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah,
Oh, and,
exactly.
excuse me, and How to Train Your Dragon. But this shit is crazy.
Son,
Okay.
I'm sold.
Oh, and,
Yes.
and Zane books. It
Me
gets
too.
nasty.
I'm
Oh,
sold.
see,
Yo,
I should have known.
Yo, it's so
I
fucking
should have
fire.
known.
He was
You
like,
were such
I
a
knew there was a
fan,
catch.
bruh. You're such a fan.
Nah. That shit caught me unexpectedly because
See, you with that Johnson & Johnson shit. You reading that shit with the Zane books,
Yo.
bro.
Slipping and sliding.
the book is fucking. Woo! No. The book is fantasy all the way through, and then there's like these 2 chapters where the 2 main characters are just going at it, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
And you don't mean by fighting, right?
No. I go front, but it was too much. Like, because the chapters aren't like 4 or 5 pages. These chapters are like fucking 25, 30 pages a piece, and it's just that. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Right.
The whole book
That's a lot.
was fantasy shit. And now, like,
And
okay,
that's a lot.
But anyway, back to my point. So
Forgot you had one, yeah.
I'm not going to ruin the synopsis of the book for people going to read it, but there was a quote in the book that basically made me think about what's happening now with the DEI stuff, them trying to remove certain history books out of schools in the South, basically trying to make it seem like Black history isn't what we think it is. They're trying to make it seem like slavery wasn't this bad thing.
They try and
Like-
wash it away.
And the crazy part is, even when we teach slavery now to what really happened,
This is the G version
yes, like
of what really
what
happened.
really happened. If I start telling motherfuckers how they would fucking tie slaves to the back of horse and carriages and drag their bodies till they became basically molecules, and then fucking took their ashes and scrapes off the ground and put it in front of other slaves so they can see it. When I start speaking on shit like that, it's like, yo, what the fuck?
That's not in the history books.
Yeah,
man.
That's
that's
not in the
not-
history book.
I don't
Especially
remember seeing
even
that on
when
my
we were in
exams.
school, that wasn't in the history
Nope.
books.
But so
I feel like when we were in school, they already took a lot of stuff
exactly.
Oh yeah, it
And-
was talked about but literally, I don't know if y'all really remember, but in them history books, it might have been like 6 pages where they just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
briefly talk about what
Maybe.
happened. They bring up the plantations, the
Yeah.
cotton, the boat, and that's it.
They
They
show
don't
a
talk
picture,
about nothing
They show
else.
a picture of a slave smiling and
Yep.
shit. Like, no, like,
That's
the
it.
fuck- They wasn't happy.
No.
Like,
Yeah, of course
Yeah, they
not.
sang. That shit was the past time. Like, the
Yeah.
fuck. My point being is, so there's a quote in that book that basically like, oh, because they got scribes who were trying to change history. So generation by generation, it gets forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
So then that newer generation can be like, hey, that never happened.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do right now.
Yeah.
So that's why, as a Black man, it bothers the fuck out of me when I see people who look like me who choose to rock with that shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Because they're playing in our face.
Absolutely.
Like, and when I have discussions with people who don't look like us and claim that they care about us and they want us to thrive and be successful in this world and live long lives at peace, you can't say that to me and then go push it with them.
Yeah.
Like, it just does not work that way. And then people try to find every little excuse to be like, nah, but this, but that. No, like, and it sucks that it's like that, but it also puts you in a place to where you got to start watching other people movements that fuck with him. That's why, like, the link I sent you was about, and now I'm thinking about it. It was about a
remember?
person. Yeah, I ain't gonna say his name, but it was about a person you posted. But what he was saying was factual.
Damn, I'm trying to remember now.
Bald-headed guy.
Joe- I
He used
can't
to
remember.
he used to be an MMA fighter. He's currently going through a bunch of court cases right now in Romania. Andrew Tate.
Oh, okay.
You should have led with that.
Okay.
I didn't want to put it out there, but he said some real shit in the post she posted, and it made sense. But with everything else that he supports,
Yeah.
I didn't want anybody to think that you rocked with that shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I sent you that link. Like, yo, don't
do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
don't, because
See, we got so much into the conspiracies. Damn, I can't get my words together. That we didn't even talk about Captain America. We almost gotta get him on. I mean, I guess if we give it 60 seconds, Steve might slap us at this point.
Steve, let's Steve, give us the damn
You
60
guys don't need
seconds.
to talk about it.
Yeah, we got 60 seconds. When he start playing the wrap it up music, that's when we really
I'll go
know.
last, Steve, so I won't take up all the time.
So we could do this in 60 seconds. Real quick, I think it's going to be a good movie. Do I think it's going to be the best Captain America? No. I think they're going to be playing around with a lot of stuff that I don't really feel that they need to, but I think like in terms of entertainment value, seeing like the comic books kind of come to life. Because Steve Rogers does eventually not be, he's eventually not Captain America.
Yeah.
And then there's two storylines where Winter Soldier does it and then Falcon does it. So they got like two storylines. So it's like, all right, it's good to see. I want to see how they're going to tie Winter Soldier into this. I'm interested in seeing Red Hulk. I think overall, I think it's going to be an entertaining movie. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Ariel?
I'm looking forward to it too. Like, it's always good when you have, because like I like comic books. I have comic books. I read them. So when you see things like that come to life, it just gets you excited. You're just like, oh, I can't wait.
Get my popcorn.
Yeah.
Listen, as a black man, but I kid, but I think it's gonna be good. I think Marvel has been missing on a lot of their shows and movies for the last couple of movies, but I think following what Deadpool just set up, if they miss on this Captain America movie, there's no coming back from it.
Yeah.
I don't see how they can possibly miss on this shit, bro. Because there's so much they can do with it. Steve, you say what you said, but if they miss on this shit, bro, like I'm losing hope in my
Nah,
heart.
Steve, before we wrap, why you think it's not going to be, why you think,
I feel like they already showed us everything that the movie's gonna have. Like, they should have teased us with the Red Hulk.
Okay.
Like, they shouldn't have showed us that at all. Now the anticipation's there, like, all right.
Okay.
And it's going to be Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford, he's a great actor. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like he was misplaced in this movie.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. And the other movies that Anthony, the Black Falcon was in it.
Yeah.
It wasn't bangers to me. It really wasn't. Like,
You didn't like the
lost
show?
off pace for real.
Okay.
I thought the show was dope.
Okay. See, and this
They
is
put
why.
Bucky in it. I'm like,
Oh,
I can't.
so
I
what's your
can't. I
favorite?
really can't.
What's your favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movie?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Oof, that's tough. Because it could either be Age of Ultron.
Okay.
It could either be Endgame
Okay.
or Infinity War, because both of those movies were slapped.
Okay.
You know? I can't say Loki because it's kind of the same thing as Deadpool.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say just Endgame or Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
Thor Ragnarok was a banger.
Thor Ragnarok was the
I
shit.
thought it was dope.
Thor Ragnarok.
People
was
be
a
sleeping on
banger.
Thor
That's my
movies.
second favorite Marvel movie.
That I feel like is underrated. as
Yeah,
well. Like,
that was good.
It was a really.
That was a real good storyline.
You have Jeff Goldblum in it.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
Dude, like,
It's my birthday. Oh, but did you like Winter Soldier?
it was okay. I liked it.
What?
I liked it.
Wow.
Wow. I've never heard anybody say Winter Soldier was just
I heard
okay.
it was mid. That's what I
Civil War
heard.
is kind of better.
Just because of the anticipation of all the characters and
It's in a different timeline. So
Look at
it's
Nesta's
just where
expression.
We didn't
Yeah.
know these characters yet.
Steve, keep it on camera too, because
Yeah.
Sean can't even like.
He can't
Look
even
at it.
comprehend what you're
Look at
saying
him.
right now.
Listen, Civil War was really
Sorry, I have
good.
an opinion, Sean.
Civil War
Sorry,
was
I have
really
an
good.
opinion, Sean.
No,
Yeah, I was about to say everyone's entitled to their opinions.
No, you're absolutely right.
He said I can have an opinion, Sean.
But mine matters more.
I didn't say mine matters more.
See, but and that's
my opinion is my opinion.
that's a great way to end it, because that's why I need to chill sometimes, because people would assume that I'm making it seem like their opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Steve, your opinion definitely matters.
But before we go,
Yes.
Steve, put it on camera 3, bro. Because I
Yeah.
know this was in the episode the whole time, but I need the people them to see. Like, yo, shout out to Bravery Studios, you know what I'm saying? This is our Me and Sean have been out here grinding. You know what I'm saying? We got a plaque up on the wall at Bravery Studios.
Nice.
Shout out Steve. Shout out Marv. The homies over there. Y'all already know. That's family.
Congratulations, guys.
You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Now we talking about Captain America. I hold it like a shield. You feel me? We on the wall, baby!
For the bottom of my heart, guys, I love you guys. You guys have been killing and been kicking ass this whole year. And I appreciate you guys being here. You know, it definitely takes a day out of my day just to produce for y'all for some great content every week. So kudos to y'all. You guys kicked ass.
My boy.
I appreciate that. We're gonna act like this sweat coming off my forehead.
Sean had
Tears.
edible, so he about to start crying.
Yo, I saw that video. I felt so bad. I felt so bad when I saw that.
Yo. But before we go, y'all already know we gotta let our guests plug right before you leave out. Let them know where they can follow you. If you got any projects coming out, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Just hold on to
guys, you
this.
could follow me on Instagram. My username is ohsoariel. I'll probably be linked under the video when it comes out.
Absolutely.
So you guys can just hit that button
And that.
and that's
is
it.
that.
Listen,
That's all, folks. We was on the whole cartoon wave, so I felt like
These aren't tears. These aren't tears. This is sweat. It's kind of hot. But on that note, no talent beats. Play us out.
Yes, sir. Yo, I love this, son. Look
No talent
at this.
beats.
Man. They got the shine on your head. Real good.
That's
Real
a
good.
nice job.
You know what I'm saying? The shine on his head look real good.
Sean sweating because the movie gonna be.
Hey, yo. I'm not off you, Steve.